subscribe, hit the bell. If you need tutorials, just click my channel name, then go to my channel playlist for individual tutorials on logic, sculpting, animation, music, and how to make games, of course. So what happens when Dreams, or if Dreams actually does become free to play and changes from the current model that it has right now? There is actually a game that Sony has sort of done this with, and I'm going to read parts of this article right now. So if we're going to talk about the free to play model, we must research. We must research and see if there's actually things that have happened like that. So this is an article from gamersunit.com. I might put it in the description so you guys can read it yourself. It says Sony Online Entertainment converted their EverQuest game into an FTP, free to play, I'm guessing, game, which increased their item sales by 125% and 3 times more user signups than they had with the subscription model before. In Russia and South Korea, free to play games make up 90% of the gaming market, as they were offering free to play games before they became a huge success in America. Here's what it says the pros are. Best thing about free to play games is that they are free. So you can get a chance to see if you like the game before you invest money into it. So we have a free trial for Dreams. I'm guessing that's what this is supposed to be for. If you like the game and want to gain an advantage over other players, then you can put money into the game. So there has to be an incentive to buy. Like, we've already put money into the game. So what would happen if it how would players react to that? Would they be mad that we've already purchased the game but now you can get it for free? What would we be getting for free since we've already invested money in it? That's one of the biggest issues that I see, and with them making it free to play, because they would obviously have to offer something of equal value. And if there is a pro edition of Dreams and whatnot, then we might get that for free if there is a pro edition. If you like the game and want to gain an advantage, the people that have paid for it already, now don't quote me on that, advantage over other players, then you can put money into the game. This business model has proven to be a success, and many people will spend a little money for new features or game add-ons. Another great thing about free-to-play games is that many of them are just as good as one-time purchase games that go for $50, $70 now for the PS5. But Dreams is actually really cheap, so if you are wanting to get Dreams, you can get it for a fairly good price right now. But if it does become free, then maybe you want to wait. Maybe you want to try the trial at least. The graphics are great, and the multiplayer action is just as fun, if not better. So usually free-to-play games are multiplayer. At the moment, Dreams is not multiplayer, so they might want to wait until there's some kind of multiplayer option. Who knows? Things are constantly added. Things are constantly added in these kind of games. So update. Dreams has the VR update. The thing about Dreams is that some of the updates are so massive that Dreams might forget that people actually just like skins and stuff. Oh, that's like I think there has to be a plan for something for the small and minute things, as well as a timeline for. We have the Dreams roadmap that shows us the timeline for the big updates. Maybe we need a roadmap for smaller updates that could come on a weekly basis. Who knows? Or maybe you could put this update inside of Dreams itself. Maybe we don't need a Trello. Maybe you could make your own Trello where we could see when these updates happen in Dreams. I would actually like that a little bit more than the Trello itself. I mean, these are just thinking out of the box. Things are constantly added, so instead, or I could go on forever. Some games put out new maps, new weapons, and other game add-ons throughout time, so you never know what to expect. They are available on all operating systems, and even gaming consoles like the Microsoft Xbox 360 had started releasing free-to-play games. So this dates all the way back to the 360. Even if you are on Linux, you can find great free-to-play. So they are available to everybody. Aside from OS your computer is on, operating system your computer is on, think about this. Free-to-play games are available on all devices as well, including your phone. This must push game makers to put out more free-to-play games, as people can get just as much enjoyment out of free-to-play as they can with purchase. So those were the pros. Now let's talk about the cons and whatnot. one of the biggest concerns that users face when you play free online multiplayer games is the fact that the servers are often congested with lag. So maybe this was their strategy the whole time. And that's why because you remember in the beginning, like a lot of people were like bashing, like I don't want to say bashing, but a lot of people were like don't we don't understand why. Yeah, we don't understand why Media Molecule said that there was a limit to how many people could get into the beta, but it was basically unlimited. This could be the reason why Dreams is the way it is right now, because they're testing out the waters for the servers. Even now, they're doing that, which is why we don't have multiplayer, which is why we don't have all these other things, because maybe they're expecting Dreams to be so big whenever they do the updates that they're thinking of and do all this marketing stuff that they haven't done yet, that they don't know if Dreams will be able to handle it. And maybe they don't want that kind of buzz around Dreams at all. So they're being really careful. This is just a possibility, just a theory. I could be wrong. So there's lag in these kind of games, as it will be completely fun, and the lag takes the fun out of the game. When this happens, the game player will often have a chance to purchase uncongested servers, so it can make the game slightly profitable. So there's different servers. I've seen this. I know what they're talking about. You might too. Like you can choose like from a list of servers. Another problem that people face when playing free-to-play games is that there are often hackers who manage to screw something up, making the game unfair. Nobody wants to play with someone who is cheating, so many free-to-play games have failed due to bugs and hackers. Could be why we don't have a PC version. Of course, you can also argue a pro that this thing doesn't have is that people also just like mods on especially on the computer community. I mean, I could see people making their own gadgets if this ever hit PC, especially if they're going to add a scripting gadget. Who knows what's going to happen if you can mod your own stuff on a PC. So, I mean, I think if Dreams did launch on the PC, there's probably going to be way more of an incentive to actually get it on the PC. But I just that's just the way I see it, and then it could again split the fan base. And again, I talk about how Dreams Pro Edition, like casual players and veteran players, how that could split the fan base. But I think that could also split the fan base if they were to put it on the PC and the PS4 and the PS5. Not the PS5 and the PS4 so much, but if it does come to the PC, it could split the fan base. But that might not be as big of a deal as I think it is. Just that I've seen what divided fan bases look like, But it might not be a big deal for Dreams. The most common complaint exclusive free-to-play games have is that there is a huge advantage for the players who can afford the upgrades. Thus, the term pay to win was coined, with some games offering ridiculous paid upgrades and features, which make playing for free less enjoyable. I don't think they'll ever make Dreams pay to win. I don't think that could be a thing. It could be, whenever it comes to creating, but I don't think so. If they ever make it to where dreamers can actually get money for their creations, I don't know if that's pay to win. I don't know. I mean, you guys can use your imagination there. Again, they might not even do that, but a lot of people want them to do that, and they have some kind of papers that you can like sign to where I guess if you were to like make some kind of creation, you can try to take it elsewhere, maybe to a company. Maybe that's what that is. You can read up on it. I'm not sure. Although not every free-to-play game is guilty of this, most of them will provide paid upgrades that give the player a huge advantage over others. I see them adding badges and stuff to Dreams. Like, to me, this is just skins. So we might also see upgrades like badges and stuff to our profiles, as well as imps and DLC. And I'm talking about stuff that I want to see in the PlayStation Store also. So add all that to your imagination while you're thinking about what could happen. This is something that you might notice in mobile games, Spartans, where players can purchase more faith and speed upgrades. Uh, paying to level up in Dreams. I mean, I don't see that. I mean, they could do that, but I don't see that. Only thing I see them using that for is maybe a gate to unlock certain features, like they did with the VR. You had to, play through the VR thing in order to be able to use VR in Dreams PS4. Where if you don't pay for extra repair time and command points, you will definitely feel the wrath of players who did pay. Of course, if you have the money for the game upgrades, then this might not be a con for you. Conclusion: free-to-play games are likely the future of gaming, as nearly everyone has access to great free-to-play games. They aren't limited to one gaming console, as free-to-play games are available on all devices: personal computers, smartphones, and tablets. It is a win-win situation for both the gamers and creators, as the games are highly profitable and fun to play at the same time. In the long run, a consumer is likely to put more into a free-to-play game, Fortnite, and others that stay relevant longer than a one-time purchase game. Games that are purchased one time are often replaced by a newer sequel that needs to be now. I remember them saying there's not going to be a sequel for Dreams. They could change this plan, so that pushes us into understanding that they could be thinking like this kind. They might already be wanting Dreams free to play. I mean, that could have been the marketing strategy the whole time. Like they could be thinking way ahead of us. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, because like I read an article and they said there's not going to be a Dreams 2. Basically, 'cause there's not a YouTube 2, so why would there be a Dreams 2? So they're already thinking like this. Dreams is most likely going to become free to play. And most likely, since we've already purchased it, we might already get the Pro Edition of Dreams. I hope they don't go a PlayStation Plus route, but if they do, they do. But I really hope. I doubt it. I kind of doubt it. I think it'll be like a one-time purchase thing for a suite, and we might already have that. And that could up the price for Dreams. I don't know. Yeah, it might not. Just depends. The pros definitely outweigh the cons, and it is safe to say free-to-play games are the future, as the demand and expectation for free-to-play games is at an all-time high, which makes you wonder, like, why should you pay for a game and PS5 games now being $70 when free-to-play games are just as good, if not better? And that's basically what they're saying right now. Gamers have caught on and realized that free-to-play games are just as good, so why... I read ahead of the article in my mind. I knew they were going to say this. Here are some video game trailers that are popular, and that's basically the end of this article that explains the strategies and marketing strategies. So, will Dreams become free-to-play? It seems like it. It seems like they're thinking like that already. If they're saying there's not going to be a Dreams 2, so just stay tuned, guys. They might like you can't underestimate. They know. I mean, they've been here in the gaming industry way longer than us, and the ideas that they could come up with, as long as they have ideas ready, then we have nothing to be afraid of. Because it just seems like right now we're like in this waiting process between the PS5, and is like, I guess, it's like near the end of the year, and they probably want to like strategize the right time to do an update. So again, I hope there is no PS Plus, and if there is a PS Plus, I hope it's for something else, maybe a multiplayer. But I don't know if Little Big Planet was free. I mean, if it wasn't, then it's just PS Plus for multiplayer. But creating and putting it onto the Dreamverse, I think that should be free, or even maybe like certain creations you like the creator can choose if they want you to have PS Plus to play, and they could get some kind of revenue from it. I don't know. There's a lot of things you can discuss here, and there's a lot of ways you can go about it, but here are my ideas. Here's what we've read, and it seems Dreams is going in the route of free to play. So that brings us to the discussion: will it be free to if it does become free to play? If it does, again, it might not. Then will it be free to play instantly on the PS5? How will this all work out? So I actually went to, I think some kind of PlayStation website, and Dreams is one of the first games that popped up. So like they are marketing Dreams. I don't know what mass marketing means. If nobody knows about Dreams, then would it really matter if it's free to play? There has like I keep saying this, there has to be some kind of big plan. Hopefully, I'm not saying there is, but since Alex Esben has also, you know, stepped away for a little bit, I don't know if it's forever. Then and saying that, you know, you guys are going to be amazed about what they're doing, it just points in the direction of most likely a giant hype machine for Dreams soon. So don't quote me on that, but you know, everything just seems like it's pointing in that direction. That compass is pointing there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, hit the bell, tell me what you guys think in the comment section, hit the like button, and tutorials if you need them, just click my channel name, then go to my channel playlist or just scroll down. Peace.